want to talk to you about Act 47 and my recovery plan for the future of the city. I also want to talk to you about how important it is for all of us to work together, like a championship team, to support and negotiate and fight hard for the next steps necessary to get our city out of fiscal crisis and on the road to fiscal solvency. I did not ask to be both the mayor and the Act 47 coordinator, but I am both. And now it's my responsibility to pursue my fellow elected officials in City Council. Persuade my fellow elected officials in City Council that the time has come for us to get our best game on and change the direction of Harrisburg. It is my responsibility to persuade you, the citizens of Harrisburg, that City Council and I, working like a championship seasoned team, can take the plan I'm introducing to you today and shape it and mold it and make it a game winner for the best interest of the city and this region. I can assure you right now, after days of discussions and negotiations, all the principal players are ready, willing, and able to support me and the City Council moving forward. The county, the state, and the bond insurers, as well as our dedicated parking authority and Harrisburg General Authority leaders, are all in agreement that this city can return to solvency, and they are committed right now to make that happen. I want to discuss the Mayor's Act 47 plan now in some detail. As I told you that I agree with most of the plan, at least 75% of that plan. There are two basic elements to the problem facing us: the inherited debt caused by the incinerator debacle, and the inherited structural deficit caused by many years of financial mismanagement, flawed collective bargaining agreements, and restricted and archaic codes which hinder local innovation. The debt is beyond the city's ability to pay. More than $300 million with millions more in lawsuits and penalties on top of that. No one with deep knowledge of the situation disagrees that the sale of the Harrisburg incinerator by the Harrisburg Authority is the best use possible given the financial and market circumstances. The question becomes, how do we, that is all of us, help the Harrisburg Authority get the best possible deal for that asset? There is an offer on the table. How do we maximize the return on that asset? The leasing of the city parking system by the Harrisburg Parking Authority under an appropriate RFP process which considers every option is viewed by all stakeholders and business and financial experts alike as the best possible use of this asset given the present financial and market circumstance. These two separate strategies, one of sale, the other of a relatively short-term lease, will provide the port cash to eliminate the city's pressing debt. Let me be clear, I will not accept so-called stranded debt in exchange for these assets. The use of our assets must result in the elimination of all city debt. I am confident this will happen because the county, the state, and the bond insurers, AGM, have all agreed to increase their investment in the city to make sure that any remaining debt is not burdened to the city. Let me now turn to the so-called structural debt. I will institute the majority of the 140 non-tax initiatives developed by the Act 47 team in their original plan. I emphasize that it is a workable plan, a process that leads to a series of initiatives that step by step will bring the city to financial solvency. It is also a process open to adjustment as the winds of the unknown shift around us. We can begin today to move away from the past and work together for the common goal and in the public interest to move this great city and its many communities toward a new and brighter future for all of us. With that spirit in mind, I respectfully submit the plan for your consideration. Thank you very much, and God bless all.